Well, what's going on, everyone? Sports fans, Chiefs Kingdom. This is Calvinix Baker TV here. So, time for another prediction video as it's this Sunday afternoon. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos in week 14 of the season. Hard to believe now. Just 4 games left after this. And, well, we are coming off a loss, disappointing loss, 27-24 to the Cincinnati Bengals. And, honestly wasn't really that surprised that we lost, to be honest. The Bengals just came out hard. I knew that they were going to play their hardest, and that's exactly what they did, and they hanged on to beat us. And they're playing their best football at the right time. So, and very likely we could meet them in the playoffs. So, and well, for the Broncos, it has been a disaster and miserable season with first-year head coach Nathaniel Hackett and star quarterback who has not been a star at all this season, Russell Wilson, who they acquired from the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. And, it was looking like he was going to be their new franchise quarterback. And, well, that has not turned out so far, at least. And Broncos are 3-9 and have been definitely the most disappointing team in the league this season, as they've averaged just about 16 points a game. They've only have had 2 games where they've scored 20 or more points, which is just pretty crazy to think. And yeah, they have a chance we can actually eliminate them if we beat them. And well, the Chiefs also have a chance to clinch the division. We can clinch the AFC West for like a 7th consecutive year with a win over the Broncos and the Chargers losing in primetime Sunday night to the Miami Dolphins, which I could very well see happening, but you never know. So, yeah, Broncos 3-9. This game was actually originally supposed to be played in prime time on Sunday night, but that's been changed. If the Broncos were not 3-9, I bet it probably still would have been in prime time, but since they've had such a bad year, then yeah, they moved it to 3:05. So, and well, Patrick Mahomes has never lost to the Broncos in his entire career, and the Chiefs overall haven't even lost to the Broncos since week 2 of the 2015 season, when Chiefs still had Alex Smith and the Broncos still had Peyton Manning, and I believe that was the year they won the Super Bowl. So that was the last time that they beat us, was 7 years ago. So that's pretty amazing that we've just dominated them. And really, a lot of the games have not even been close. I think last year when we played them in Denver, which I think was the last game of the season, they actually put up a fight, and I think it was a 1-score game. And yeah, but previous times before that, the Broncos went through so many quarterback changes. We would just rout them. So, and I think it could be the same in this one. As mentioned, the Broncos have only scored 20 points in a game twice this year. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't think many people expected the Broncos to be this bad, to have just 3 wins thus far. And Russell Wilson having thrown just 8 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, and Mahomes has thrown 30 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, but Wilson having his definitely his worst year yet, and the trade has been kind of lopsided thus far. Uh, in that trade that the Broncos got Wilson from Seattle, as the Seahawks are in playoff contention. So, and yeah, and I think it's very well possible that the Broncos may have a new head coach after this season and get rid of Nathaniel Hackett after just 1 year. So that's how bad it's been. And yeah, they had high expectations, and it's obviously has not worked out at all. So score prediction, I'm gonna say 30-13 Chiefs. And I think we have a pretty good chance to go 14-3 to finish the season, which will face the Broncos again in Week 17 at home, and then we'll play the Texans and Seahawks Weeks 15 and 16, and then we'll close out the year at the Raiders, who have actually won 3 straight games. So, but trying to fight for the top seed in the AFC. So, see what happens. By the way, I will be out of town for a few days, so I may not be able to talk about this game, but we'll see. So anyway, till Sunday or whenever, comics book are saying go Chiefs.